Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Busy day today. Icon Swap Season 3 came out, Quaresma flashback card, and now for the last video today, we're going to go ahead and check out the seasonal objective cards and which ones are the best value. So I'm obviously going to be doing all of this as the time progresses. It really depends on whether or not I start streaming consistently again, because if we start streaming, that's going to be the easiest way for me to do all of these challenges. Daily objectives, I have to do 1 foot friendlies just for the hell of it, and then we'll go ahead and do all of this stuff right here if we do end up streaming the game, right? So in regards to the storyline cards, I did want to review all of them in regards to me not playing with the cards yet, but trying to give you guys a good idea of which cards are going to be good. So we're looking at a Maldini card that's going to be given as a loan, which looks pretty nice. A lot of these are just pack stuff. These are badges that I don't think anyone really cares too much about. Icon Swaps Del Piero, which is going to be pretty cool to try out. Or not Icon Swaps, I'm an idiot. Icon Moments Del Piero, which looks pretty cool. These are the cards that we're going to be taking a look at right now. More packs, more stuff that's kind of like irrelevant, and then the storyline cards over here. So what we're going to be doing, guys, I'm going to try my best to collect all of these cards, because obviously it'll be very nice to be able to do a review for all of them. So I'll try to work around what people want, because the way that I did the storyline reviews for last season was exactly that. I would work around what other people are doing, and then I also have to work around what I want to do as well, right? So it's a combination of a lot of things. So first player that we have here is Sargent. So Sargent's right off the bat for me personally. And I really wish EA's game was formatted a certain way in regards to the gameplay game modes, because these would be really cool concept cards. They just don't really fully work out because of how the game is formatted, but it is what it is. With this card, I think a big sentimental value for him is obviously one, he's from Werder Bremen, so Werder Bremen doesn't have that many good players, right? So it's just a cool person to have that if you are a fan of the club, you know, you choose this card for that particular reason. If we take a look at the chemistry styles, people have decided to give him a sniper chemistry style, which would actually make a lot of sense because his shot power is at 88. With the finishing boost, bringing it up to a 99 with pace that is pretty decent. The dribbling, obviously needing to be improved, I think would be a hugely beneficial thing. He has decent physical capabilities. He's also 6'1", so being a 6'1" player with a high and average build, you obviously want to increase the dribbling as much as possible, but you do have to increase the finishing as well as the shot power, so that could be one of the cards you give him. You could also give him a marksman chemistry style, but if the dribbling is not responsive enough, because he does get really good shooting boost as well as good physical capabilities with the 6'1" height, then you would obviously have to change some stuff around. But in regards to just taking a look for what it is, obviously I think the huge sentimental value is the fact that he's American, right? So him being American is pretty big. It's like if a Canadian person got a card as well. So the next card that we have here is going to be Maeda or Maeda. I feel like it's like Maeda or something, right? Because he's Japanese. A really cool concept card here, right? Again, cool concept card. Got to stress those words out. Because of the fact that he is Japanese from the Liga NOS. I may do this card myself because the Liga NOS literally doesn't have any good strikers, right? And this is probably the most usable, even though his card is a little bit weird-ish, right? It's gonna be a card you have to try out, obviously. But 5'8" height, medium low work rates, right-footed, but does have the 3-star, which kind of sucks. But like I said, he's probably the only usable Liga NOS striker at this point. There's literally nobody else, right? And then the big thing with this card is getting that chemistry link with Nakajima in a 4-3-3, where he gets that direct link with him. Not the full triple link, but a direct link, right? We're going to be trying out all these cards whenever I get my hands on them, and then we'll actually try them out in the game. So with this card specifically, let's see what people have decided to give him. They decided to give him a sniper again. People are starting to learn that's a sniper chemistry style. You got to always aim for responsiveness because of the way that the game is. So good job, community. I appreciate it. Okay, so the difference with this one, right, is because his dribbling is kind of lowish, you have to take into consideration that he is 5'8", right? So the composure being at 81 could present to be a problem from time to time, But I'm really thinking that a marksman chemistry style would maybe, potentially, make the most sense because of the complete shooting boost that you're giving this card. He already has great pace. You don't have to improve it. Passing is whatever, but he's just a concept card up top in the striker position. But increasing these three main dribbling stats right here, when he already has 89 balance with 99 agility, I think is going to be very important. Now, it's pretty obvious that with the sniper chemistry style, you're giving him a plus 10 for dribbling and a plus 8 for finishing, but you leave the shot power at 88, right? So it's one of those things you have to try out. People have also decided to give him a Maestro card, which I was also taking a look at earlier, because I was checking out these cards earlier. With the Maestro chemistry style, you can see that, again, you increase the 3. But look how you increase the dribbling part by a plus 10, because ball control and reactions is already pretty decent with those boosts, but he already has good agility and good balance. When he already has 91 finishing and you're giving him the shot power boost, the positioning boost, as well as some decent passing capabilities, it might be the best card to give him to make him the most usable, I would say. So a good concept card. I may do that myself depending on the situation at the time, and we'll basically take it from there. Next card we have is probably the best out of the 3 options, because this guy actually looks freaking crazy. What's going to depend here is going to be his work rates, because the way that his stats are kind of lined up, it looks like he's going to be a good CDM. With high work rates, not bad. Not bad. High work rates, 3-star weak foot, but he does prefer the right foot. So if he prefers the right foot, you obviously want to use him on the right side as much as possible. But if we take a look at his actual stats, acceleration being lower than sprint speed with 99 stamina is absolutely crazy, because he can also dribble on the ball really well, considering the fact that he's 6'2". I might actually have to do this card myself, even though there's a Liga NOS player, just because this is clearly the best choice out of all the players. Is Sampdoria in Serie A? Okay. Oh, I thought that, I don't know if they were in the second division. They're in the second division. That's a wrap there. But no, dude, this guy being from the Serie A helps out so much. Having that height with those work rates. All right, with those work rates, decent pace capabilities, because again, you give him a shadow chemistry style in the right center defensive position. Take a look at those stats. Great physical capabilities, considering the fact that he's 6'2", can dribble really well on the ball, can pass really well, he has a decent shooting presence, right? And then he obviously, with the shadow chemistry style, gets great acceleration and sprint speed. It's pretty decent as well, in all fairness, but I think this one is 100% the best option out of the 3 for the level 15. Level 15 one, right? Perfect. Next up is going to be the last ones, right? So the level 30 players. I think right off the bat, I think Fred is going to be the one people want the most, for sure. So if we take a look at Fred, I remember him being medium high. Correct me if I'm wrong if he wasn't, but I remember him being medium high. 5'7", high work rates, left-footed, but has the 4-star capabilities. Now, right off the bat, this guy is a left center mid, no questions asked. Left center defensive mid as well, no questions asked, right? If we take a look at this card as well, let's see what we got working over here. Because I would still give him a shadow, because the way I would line up in my team would be looking like this, right? So with the shadow chemistry style boost, take a look at this card, right? Look at the pace. And then look at the defensive stats that he gets improved in the shadow chemistry style, right? He has decent physical capabilities in regards to stamina and just being able to run around the pitch like an absolute mad lad, right? And the big thing with this card is the fact that his dribbling is top class, right? Top class dribbling, 4-star capabilities, you're looking really nice. The thing about this card too, that's really great about him in my opinion, right, is that this is a rotational player, right? Rotational players are the best to have in your team. Why? Because take a look at this card if you decide to put him on a Hunter chemistry style, right? 4-star in the cam position with the 92 stamina or the CDM position, right? Hunter with decent defensive capabilities in the cam position, looking really nice. Now, obviously, his finishing is 86, which isn't necessarily the highest, but still looks really good in that position. So just for me to have a good rotational player, a shadow chemistry style would be ideal to be able to rotate him to the left center mid position and cam position, or whatever position I need him to be to offer me this extra attacking presence, right? People have also decided to give him a shadow and an anchor. Anchor would also be a decent idea. I just think that you're not going to notice a really huge difference between giving him the physical stat increases as well, because I just think that the shadow just makes the most sense for maximize acceleration and sprint speed, because this guy is going to be all about the quickness on the pitch, right? So he's most likely going to be the best out of the three options. And then we have Belotti. Let me tell you guys something about Belotti. This guy's going to be slept on for sure. But that 5-star weak foot up top with this card, as long as he has dribbling, he does have dribbling. This is a card to look out for here, okay? Because this card right here with a dribbling boost is freaking crazy, okay? I want to see what people decided to give him, because let me tell you guys something, man. Every year I use Belotti in the beginning of the year, he always has insane finishing, okay? Because the base card stats that he has of 98 finishing, 91 shot power with a 5-star weak foot, 86 composure is not the best, but he's just very clinical, right? Let's see what people have decided to give him. An engine chemistry style. Yes, engine chemistry style. This card, do not sleep on it, okay? This card looks absolutely brilliant, okay? Because I don't really take long shots anyways. Look at the pace boost. Look at the absolute god tier dribbling boost that you're giving the card with the engine chemistry style, especially in the balance department, considering the fact that he's 5'11", right? He is high work rates with 88 stamina, great physical stats as well. Passing is okay, not the greatest, but a very usable striker with the engine chemistry style. I personally believe they should give all three of the cards, but it is what it is. The fact that you have to choose kind of sucks, because you don't really see storyline cards being used that much anyways, right? So it wouldn't hurt just to give all three of them for grinding the game that much, because the objectives and the way you do it in FIFA this year really suck. It's better to implement an XP, an experience system, instead of I have to do this specific challenge and get experience that way system, because not necessarily ideal, but don't sleep on this card. An engine chemistry style looking really good. And last but not least, we have Carrasco's card. Carrasco also looks like a very good card, but I would say he's probably the option that is the furthest down in the pecking order, and I'll explain why, right? With this card, in my genuine opinion, you have to give him an engine chemistry style, because I feel like that balance boost to make his dribbling as responsive as possible is going to be absolutely massive. You're making his pace filthy. You have a player that has 85 stamina, which is okay. 87, 88, that's the area you want to be at, right? But 85 is whatever. But you're looking at a player that can pass the ball really well. Finishing at 88 is not the best, especially if you get to level 30. At that point in time, it's going to be whatever. So I think there's a very big sentimental value with this card in regards to link-ups, Belgian, Atletico Madrid, all that good stuff. But I do think that the balance boost is very important on this card. You could, if the dribbling doesn't bother you, give him a Hunter. Hunter's not necessarily ideal because there's no point in that. Maybe like a Hawk. I would probably say a Hawk, because look at his pace, right? So a Hawk to give him the physical capabilities, the shooting capabilities, and the pace. Maybe the balance doesn't bother you that much. I feel like it will a little bit, especially with the 81 composure. Maybe you have to try it out, right? People have decided to give him a Deadeye chemistry style. And Deadeye, I think Deadeye is pointless if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Giving him a passing boost, like, yes, his shooting is absolutely beautiful, but I don't think it's really worth doing it for that. But yeah, that's it in regards to the player review for all these cards. We are going to try to do a player review specifically with all of them to see which ones are the best. I do think that from the two choices that you have, the best value ones are definitely Fred and potentially Belotti, depending on the situation of your team, because Fred could be like a this player with you guys. Depends. If you're a Serie A guy, this guy looks freaking crazy with an engine chemistry style. But Fred is probably the top choice out of this one. And then from the first one, the obvious one has to be this guy from Sampdoria, Thorsby. He looks absolutely nuts. He's also from Norway, right? And I'm pretty sure, isn't Odegaard and Holland from Norway? So you got a little bit of a variable there too. I could be completely wrong in saying that they're from Norway. I'm pretty sure they are. But I don't want to say that they 100% are, because you never know, man. Sometimes I'm really stupid. But they are from Norway, so a little bit of an interesting variable to work with there. But yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to the player review for the storyline cards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see what's up tomorrow for content, guys, because I have no more money on my account. So if there's going to be player reviews, I got to pray that other people have it. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.